it's Agira from Agira Salutes You.
And Lizzie from Let Zoe Spoil You.
And we're just here to talk about how the con went, the London Film and Comic Con.
Yay!
Yay! It's been a long, sweaty day, but finally we have set up our stall in probably like 3 hours, 4 hours. Yeah. So here's Lizzie's stall. Lizzie, you look done.
I'm tired.
Look at our view. Look, we get to see everything on the floor. Right, below us is a panel. So we might get to see some sneaky panels. That'll be cool. Through there's even more stuff. It's 2 halls worth of stuff. And it's pretty empty up here on Artist Alley, just because we think that people haven't finished work, because it is Thursday. We've got Lizzie with her John Constantine inspired work. Down here some of her dark work. Fan anime work. Anime inspired. More dark. And here we have a mixture of John Constantine, Avenger Ponies, Steven Universe,
Castiel.
and Castiel.
And Doctor Who.
And Doctor Who.
Basically, men I fancy.
Basically all of her fandoms. And then here we've got the stars of the show, my kitties, which I'm really hoping do well. So if you've seen our promo video, you know that we were selling art there, and for me the whole experience was really eye-opening in comparison to the other kind of conventions that we've been to, because we've done a lot of local stuff like Bath and Bristol, which have been quite mini, but tiny. But in comparison to LFCC, it was huge, humongous. It was 2 halls. It was the London Olympia, and it was 2 halls. I've never been there when it's been 2 halls.
No, even when I do like Heroes of Villains Fan Fest, it's only 1 hall.
Yeah.
And like the guest signings are up where we were doing our stall thing, and we're like, whoa, this place is like, it was huge, because it was not just the 2 halls, it was also the backstage areas where all the signings and the photos were. It was massive, it was insane, a little intimidating.
Very intimidating. I don't think we were prepared for the amount of artists that were there and for how amazing their artwork was. I mean, it was so diverse. No one did anything like we did. So that wasn't the competition. The competition was how well known the other artists were.
Yeah.
Because there were some fantastic artists there, and when you actually look into them and their social media and stuff, you actually realise, wow, they've been going for ages and they're still doing the convention circuits. It's really like eye-opening and just a bit of a wake-up call for a seller who's only done small things like Bath and Bristol.
But a little fresh off the boat.
Yeah. Okay, it's dawn of the first day, and we are, well, I'm done, but Lizzie's currently just putting out the last bits and bobs that she didn't want to put out yesterday, so she's like a busy bunny, getting all the stuff done. My stuff's pretty much done. So the public will be coming in at 10, so we are currently just waiting for that to happen. And I doubt we'll see anyone quite so soon, because obviously they've got the whole of the bottom wall to do. They've got 2 halls to do at the bottom. We'll probably start seeing people probably between 10:30 and 11 o'clock. But I think we'll start being really busy around lunchtime. So yeah, I'll let you know how it's going.
But you know, everyone starts somewhere, and it was very good to be the total newbies coming in, because they did a range of symposiums that people who had Artist Alley and press release passes could go to only, and the symposiums were on things like getting into the industry, and I went to a couple of them on marketing and how to sell and promote yourself and things like that. So actually for me it was really worth it to go and look at things like the marketing side, how to advertise art, how to build up a portfolio, like how to like start business and how to work in this industry. So I was really like, I've never seen anything like that happen at other conventions, like, and the fact that it was open to people like us that were on the working side of it was really good, really worthwhile experience.
For me it was talking and looking at other people, like other artists, because like I say, a lot of these people have done this for a while, so they kind of have their setup in the way that they like to do things. So one of the things that Lizzie was told at one of these meetings was be present, stand up, make sure you're interacting. But if you actually looked around, a lot of the stalls, they were just sat down. Not necessarily doing anything. Some of them were doing their art so you could see how the process went, and that was really interesting. But some people literally just sat there and they were still making sales. So it's like, is that because they're so well known that they don't need to be present, that they can just let the work speak for itself? Or is it that they don't know that they should be up and present? Or they're just really shy? Or, like, there's lots of things that you need to consider.
Or if they're like me and have a gimp leg, so standing for too long is an absolute literal pain in the butt, leg, thigh, ankle.
Well, I mean, that's lucky for us, because there's two of us. If one sits down, the other one can stand up. So there's always someone present. But there were times when we were both sat down and we still had customers. It's kind of hard, because America and Britain are very different, because we watched a few American videos of Artist Alley, and they were saying, like, yeah, you need to be, like, interacting with the people and saying about their costumes and trying to get them in. We British aren't so social.
No, we have this whole, like, the Great British Reserve.
Yes.
And, like, you don't want to interrupt people's lives, and you don't want to be like, hey, how are you? Because if someone did that to me, I'd be like, are they talking to me? Don't, keep your eyes down. You keep your eyes down and you move around. Like, so it's not that we're antisocial, because when someone instigates a conversation, you're fine. But it's harder instigating first, because it just doesn't feel proper or polite.
Also, there are those people who are social, but they don't know if you're social as an artist, because a lot of artists are kind of reserved. So it's like you're both trying to figure each other out of how much can I talk to this person before I make them feel uncomfortable. Just for future, we're totally up for conversation.
Yes.
We're totally fine with it. We love it. Because of my cats, I got a lot of people showing me pictures of their cats. I love that. I will talk about Luna till the cows come home.
Yeah.
Wherever these cows are.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, being cat mum is great. So it's like, we'll make friends with all the cat parents.
Exactly. And if you want to talk about anime, if you think that no one else knows about anime, come talk to Lizzie, because she can suggest so many great animes for you, and then show you her artwork and say, look, this is from this anime, take this with you so you can find a picture of what you're looking for. You know, we are totally up for conversation.
Yeah, my wealth of obscure anime titles is quite impressive, because I watch some really random, non-mainstream stuff. I watch a lot of the mainstream stuff. I'm absolutely addicted to Dragon Ball Super at the moment, and just bought back 500 pops from it, because I was like, oh my god, Dragon Ball Super is the greatest thing ever. But I'm also watching weird things that other people might not have heard of, because I like to try out the different shows and then draw the art from the different shows.
I was going to say, then you make art, and it may not necessarily be for everyone, but those people who know this obscure side, it's like, we can't find this anywhere.
Yeah.
And you have it, because, like, for example, when Doom was first out, I couldn't find much for Doom anywhere, so I was going to artists and stuff to get their fan art, because there was no one else doing it. But since the new Doom has come out, it's everywhere, so it's easy to get pops and sideshow models and stuff. But yeah, if you find that thing that is barely done, but there's a big following for it, that's you're in.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the things about being at this con is that you weren't allowed to pack up until it was 7 o'clock. And they said if it's before 7, they're going to stop you. Well, please have a look at all these sheeters. They've sheeted. They've sheeted themselves.
They're currently sheeting.
They're currently sheeting. These people are currently sheeting themselves. There's people over there sheeting themselves.
I mean, there's a really old sheeting over there. They sheeted and went.
They sheeted the sheets. They sheeted the sheets ages ago. Oh, another sheeter. Right there.
Oh yeah,
more
sheeters.
We're not sheeting. The artists aren't sheeting. The artists are actually being very well behaved. Look, we're all still here.
People are cheating.
This is an outrage. Yeah, today has been a long, hard day. We realised that we have to go for walks, because otherwise you end up in a bubble and you want to kill yourself.
Same 5 songs are played for 10 hours.
So we decided that tomorrow we're going to give ourselves a shot. Well, she's got to go meet Pete Cloudy. I met Zachary Levi today. He's lush. I'd never use the word lush because it's such a West Country word.
So West Country.
But he was. There's no other word to describe me. Just the most loveliest human ever. So yeah, Zachary Levi, I salute you. And he saluted me. He saluted me. I'll show you the picture. But yes, I got Zachary Levi to salute. So that's going to be my new thing, asking celebrities to salute with me. However, he looks lovely and gorgeous, and I look like a fat pile of fat. I'll show you that picture. It's a fat arm.
You've got it at the wrong angle. Just made it look
The corset betrayed me and pushed all the fat up into my arm and out the sleeve. So
This has got an extra boob coming out your armpit.
and who doesn't want an extra boob coming out of the armpit?
Dirty sheeters, that's what's like.
Yeah, all these dirty sheeters. Stop sheeting your tables.
Sheeting goes.
So that was the end of the first day, and we'll come back for the dawn of the second day. See you tomorrow. But yeah, so it was very eye-opening. It was very exciting.
Yeah.
Definitely will do it again, even just for exposure and to say hi to you guys, because it's nice to.
Yeah, it was nice being in there. It was nice when people did come around and strike up a conversation and just talk about things they liked. Like any conversation I have about anime or cats is basically winning.
Yeah.
And also the one random person that recognised all my John Constantine art. Oh, we're at a comic convention. How am I the only one who thinks John Constantine is the greatest character alive?
But you weren't. There was another person.
I know we're soulmates. We both recognise.
There's two people.
Yeah.
There was one who's dressed as him and one who's just John Constantine crazy.
So I was like, yay! Oh, I do feel like sometimes I'm into obscure fandoms, but it's not that obscure. It's John Constantine. It should not be obscure.
So yeah, I mean, my advice for anyone who is going to do this sort of thing, because we did get a couple of people coming up to us asking how we got into it and things. Get your art ready for a start, because you don't want to apply for these things and then be like, oh, I have nothing to sell. Make sure you know exactly what you want to sell. Go to conventions, have a look at what other people are doing, see if it's anything like what you're doing. It's not a problem if you are doing something similar. It's just to see how much there is. And yeah, just apply once you've got all your stuff.
Yeah.
Email them, ask if they've got a table going, have the money ready, because you don't want to be totally let down with the fact of like it costs money to hire a table.
Yeah.
So don't be let down by that. Have the money ready and just try. That's all I can say. We just went in for it. We just did it. We had no idea.
Newbies.
We had no idea what we were going to be in for, but we just tried it. I mean, it is really useful having a friend to do it with. Like, I think that's what gave us the confidence to do it, is that we had a friend with us, so that even if my stuff wasn't selling, I was trying to promote Lizzie and vice versa, and you know, it's a bit more fun, I feel, if you've got that person to bounce off of. And also, one massive thing that I cannot stress enough is that if you do a con, go for a walk. If you can go for a walk, just go for a walk, because you get in such a bubble behind that desk that by the end of the day you're like, my brain is like squished. So yeah, if you can find another seller who can help you out, or if you've got someone with you, just go for a walk, clear your mind, especially if you're not selling, because on the first day it was really slow on the Friday. There was barely anyone there, and we weren't doing very well with ourselves, and we were getting bogged down. We were really like, oh, this is like everything at the moment. So then I went off to go get a photograph with Zachary Levi. And when I came back, I just went up to Lizzie and went, go for a walk. Go for a walk, clear your mind, you'll feel so much better. And that's what we did for the next 2 days, wasn't it? We just gave each other time to go to the toilet, go get a coffee, have a look at other stalls.
Go stalk Peter Capaldi.
But you've got to do it, because it's a very intense atmosphere, and you need to give time for yourself.
Yeah, got to get out of that headspace. Got to just move the body around a bit. You feel so much more refreshed once you've just gone for a wander about.
Not like that, don't stand like that.
No, especially if you're talking Peter Capaldi.
Yeah.
Try and look sensible.
Well, I don't know, he seemed very nice.
Oh, he was lovely. He's so lovely. He said I was lovely. I'm pretty sure he said that to about 1 million other people there when he hugged them. But he hugged me. And I was like, I wasn't ready for that. I was ready for cool Doctor Who pose. And he's like, just come here, you look beautiful. And I'm like, oh, yes, okay. Oh. And our hair was on point.
Hair was on point. We had to keep our hair on point until 5 o'clock in the afternoon, from like 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
6 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon, the hair had to be up. So
yeah,
she got it.
I got it.
Good morning, it's dawn of the second day, and I've gone with a different look, gone with the new ears. I'll explain the ears in a different video. But Lizzie's here in a new look as well, looking lovely for Peter Capaldi.
Yeah, big hair.
Big hair, we've got to try and keep the hair up. I mean, I think you should do an Instagram story of how the hair's going throughout the day.
It started off wild,
Orange. It needs some Viagra.
No.
So the stall's looking just as good. Lizzie has she's done all of her stall again for the 18th time, but it's looking good. There's lots about. So it's looking good. I'm the same. But, however, today I will be going to get Zachary Levi's autograph. I've also got a cat for him as well. I've made him his own little cat. Oh. There it is. So hopefully he'll like it.
That's amazing.
And just in case anyone's wondering, Zachary Levi is the nicest man. He is so sweet, and I think he was quite surprised how quickly we work in Britain, because as they were doing the pictures, as I walked in the room where he was just like, can we slow down? Because I think he wanted to spend a bit more time with his fans, but of course there's so many people that they're just like, take a picture, go, take a picture, go.
Yeah.
But he was nice enough to actually ask the fans, what picture do you want? So I got him saluting. So that's going on my social media and whatnot to promote Segura Salucci with Zachary Levi. So yeah, celebrities were awesome, the other artists were awesome, but another thing that I would say to people who are going to the cons who aren't selling there is go to Artist Alley. I mean, sometimes you think Artist Alley and you're like, no, it's not really my thing. Go anyway, because there's merchandise up there that you won't find anywhere else. There's not just bits of art. There are badges, there are keyrings, there are bookmarks, there are books, there is notebooks. Like, there's all sorts of stuff that you will never find anywhere else in those merchant stalls, because it's from that person, it's original. So my suggestion for anyone who's just going to a con to buy stuff, visit.
Yeah. Also, the other thing about the Artist Alley is 9 out of 10 times, I guarantee that the people working on the Artist Alley, like ourselves, are fans of the shows and the comics that you've come to see the actors for.
Definitely.
A lot of the merchandise stalls, they're merchandisers. They're going to sell you some stock, but they're not going to have an in-depth conversation about why the new Titans trailer is breaking your heart, because that's just not right, and stuff like that. It's terrible, and Robin wouldn't to say or do that. But you know, so if you go to Artist Alley, you'll see their art, you'll recognise some of the shows and fandoms they might be into. Like, I do Steven Universe art, so it's a guaranteed way when, like, especially like young girls who are new to the Comic-Con scene, because back in my day, we were outnumbered a hell of a lot at these conventions. They'll be like, oh, you like Steven Universe? And then I can have a giant conversation about Steven Universe related things. And because they love talking about Steven Universe.
You do. Yeah. And ponies.
And My Little Ponies.
Yeah.
And John Constantine.
And The Exorcist.
And The Exorcist. My fandoms are diverse. I had art from My Little Ponies, The Exorcist, Steven Universe, and John Constantine.
You haven't done an Exorcist pony yet, though, have you?
No.
That would be an interesting one.
Pazuzu pony.
There you go.
I'm totally going to design a Pazuzu pony.
There you go. Next con, you might see a Pazuzu pony.
Pazuzu pony. Really weird tastes.
And with me, with my cats, I'm trying to do as many fandoms as I can, but I am going to miss out on fandoms, and I want to produce what you guys want. So if you see my cards and you're like, oh, have you done this one? And I haven't, I'm happy to do it. Like, just keep checking out my Etsy, and hopefully various cats will be going up all the time.
Yeah.
I hope. Hopefully I can keep up with the fandoms, because there's so many.
Yes.
But yeah, so that was just a little bit of our experience from last week's LFCC. I hope it was helpful. I know that we can go off on different tangents a bit, but if you can keep up with us, it should be helpful information. And if you want to know anything else that we haven't mentioned, just comment. You know, we're happy to answer any questions that you may have. And this video is going to go up on both my channel and Lizzie's channel, so you can ask either of us if you're more about the anime and the ponies and the Steven Universe. You can ask Lizzie if you're more about cats. Come to me.
It's gonna be the day that the walkers will come in for you. Mama, you should have spun how for the dragon glass tiger too. The kings and queens of the Stamford, now I'm a fool, he's laughing loud. My cute little birds on the streets as a whisper.
Come on, little group.
miserable. You're miserable. You're miserable, bitch. I saw your under your but no one just get a small of you.
Winning, it's about fun.
What's that?
Fun is when it's like, it's kinda, sorta like what is fun? Like, let me spell it for you. F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere and any kind of
In the deep blue sea. F is for fire that burns down the whole town used for uranium. Bombs. N is for no survivors.
like done. Those things aren't what fun is all about. Now, do it like this. F is for friends who do stuff
Never. That's completely idiotic.
Dear, let me help you. F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. Try it.
N is for anywhere and anytime at all. In the deep blue sea. I don't understand this. I feel all tingly inside. Should we stop?
No, that's how you're supposed to feel.
Well, I like it. Let's do it again.
Okay.
F is for frolic. You are flowers. U is for you can wait. N is for no sticky chair down the side, licking here with my best
So, obviously you can follow Let Zoe Spoil You on Tumblr, Instagram, I have DeviantArt, a coffee, like a little bit of everything going on, basically. But for now, this is Lizzie signing off. Bye.
And this is Sagira from Sagira Salutes You. I will put all the social media at the end so you can find either of us. And for now, Sagira salutes you. Bye bye.